All right, folks, here we are once more with a one-take bag review. And I'm actually filming from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And we found a place called Mountain Chalet yesterday. And it's so cool. I've been back twice. And so bought a couple bags from there yesterday. And one of those bags that I bought is one that I like to do a review this morning with you guys. And just kind of showcase a local brand to Colorado called Mountainsmith. They've been around for a long time. I think they were founded in Golden, Colorado in, I think, late 70s. 79, I think, is something I jotted down yesterday. Don't quote me on that part. But and they've been creating, a lot of durable backcountry gear for a long time, for nearly 40 years, 40 plus years. They have various awards from anywhere from Backpacker Magazine, also Outside Magazine, and a super strong reputation for very functional, durable, and high-quality products. This here is the Day Lumbar Pack, and so I bought this yesterday. It's a bag unlike any other bags I have, and so that always draws me to checking it out more, and ultimately probably taking it home with me more than likely. And so I wanted to kind of jump into this. I have it loaded out with some of my stuff that I've just been using today. I've been just kind of on the go, touring around the area. So a lot of stuff I have this loaded with is more of a tech side of things, a loadout. Obviously, for mountaineering or backpacking, it's fully functional for many different purposes. And it has a lot of storage, which is great. It has a couple cool features that I definitely want to highlight. Excuse me. The outside material, it's a blend of 420 Oxford nylon with 420 HD nylon ripstop material. You can see that it's definitely resistant to scratches, and I love the elastic areas where they have it for the water bottle holders and the front pocket here. The inside, which we'll get to here in a moment, is made up from a 210D nylon liner. It does have YKK zippers. If you can see this here, this is not the best video set up here in the hotel room, but YKK zippers, big fat beefy zippers, which is great. I love the pull tabs that they have on here with their little emblem of an anvil, but they're nice. They're heavy duty, but they got a nice feel to them. Big thumb rubber stop here where you can grab a hold of it easily, and they're pretty seamless zippers. So that's for that. It does have plastic buckles for the fasteners and the tightening points. So that's not a deal breaker, but there's some, maybe their higher end packs might have some of those metal components to it. And I will tell you right now too, this is a great pack, and I only paid, it was $105 for this. I think I've seen it online since I bought it as low as $99. And so for the price that you get, it's a pretty versatile bag. It does have what they consider one of their feature highlights of the Delta wing compression system, and I'll show you that here. But I want to start with the outside of the bag. Excuse me. Show you some features there and some of the highlights that I really like about the bag itself. So on the front part here, you have an outside elastic pouch where you can throw a whole bunch of different things in, sunglasses, headphones, quick access items, and it does have a drawstring tightener. The one thing I found about the drawstring tightener, though, is that when you cinch it down, it doesn't really have a loop in it per se to hook it to that I have found. I might be missing it. So if anybody has one of these bags and you know that there is somewhere to fasten that, truly made and designed in the bag, please comment below and let us know. But what I found out though is taking just a $5 carabiner clip worked great for me. Taking the two top handles and securing the two top handles there sorry, I'm fumbling around with this thing here. It's really not this difficult. Kept that drawstring tighter, because earlier on I had my Action 5 camera in there, and on the extended stick. I did not want it to fall out of there, and so I wanted to tighten this up a little bit, and that actually did the trick because I was using the shoulder strap, which I'll show you here in a moment. But this worked for me. Again, if you know where this is actually supposed to be secured to once it's tightened down, please comment below. All right. So, going on to more features of the outside bag. Down below, you have some accessory straps here where you can tuck in, whether if it's a camera gear, a tripod, you know, a roll-up jacket, a roll pad. They do extend probably to about maybe a 3 to 4 inch diameter of a roll that you could put in there. And it has another little hook point here for a carabiner clip. And then still on this front side here, you actually have an inside zipper pocket just behind that outside elastic sleeve. And in here's where you got your your key stopper, or your key tag, your key chain. In here I just have some AirPods in a case, an outlet charger, and I think I got a pen. And that's about it for that one. But it does have a lot of room. You can see it is the full front width of this bag just about, and it does actually expand quite a bit where you could put a number of items in there. All right, moving on to the sides here. Here you have your side water bottle holders. These will fit a 32 ounce or a liter water bottle, and you have two of these, one on each side. And so they are drawstring tightened down. I put my 32 ounce slim 511 water bottle in there earlier today. Worked great. I just cinched it down because it definitely is a little loose in there without cinching it down because it's a slim design water bottle. Here you have your other one on the opposite side here. Okay. Another cool feature I like about this, it does have, I don't know if I'll use this too much, but it does have a headphone pass-through. So if you got headphones with the jack to it, obviously, you could do a pass-through there. This also does, so here's your padding for your lumbar, and it's pretty good. It's pretty thick. It would definitely be comfortable, you know, for a day hike somewhere. But the other thing it serves as is if you're not using it for your lumbar pack, or even if you are really, it actually is another sleeve back here. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. So same thing, it is the full width of this lumbar support bag, so it goes all the way down here to the bottom. And it goes from there. I really like that. Actually, when I was using it today, I was using the shoulder strap option, and I was putting my cell phone in here just because it was a quick, easy access, and I was a little worried that it might slip out of the front sleeve pocket, even though it was tightened down. So I used this portion here, which worked out great. Detachable shoulder strap. It is about a 1.5 inch width for the shoulder strap itself. Pretty decent padding. I wouldn't say it's the best, but you know, again, for the price point where we're at, I think the padding's pretty good. The width is all right. I do wish it was a little longer, not so short, to give it a little more of a surface area, but nonetheless, it works, and I used it all day today so far, and it was pretty darn comfortable. So here's what they were talking about earlier with the wing strap compression device. So this system here is a cinch down. It's just essentially it's a lap belt, but the way they kind of designed it and how it actually folds here, once you put it on, they have some elastic pockets here in the front of these. Once again, plastic clips for, you know, lap belt. Hook them down, cinch it down. It does have a side zip pocket here on the right side, and I'm actually, if I can maybe do this without bumping my phone, and this is an iPhone 16 Pro. Oh, did I hit recording? Okay. iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it fits in there just fine, and you still have room for some more goodies. You could even put your AirPods in there on top of your iPhone or whatever else you got. And then here, once you have this secured around your waist, here is the wing system compression straps. So you essentially would strap these down. It's an upper and lower strap system to hug this tight close to your body for that comfort, and so it's not moving around and slopping around, especially if you're even jogging with it. I have not tried this feature yet, but is definitely something that is on a number of their bags, and it obviously must work, because if it didn't work, they probably wouldn't put it on a lot of their products. So I would bet that it's a pretty slick system when you're using it. Okay, moving on to the inside here. You can see here, this is a pretty big size compartment. This, actually, I'm going to kind of show you what I have in here just for size reference. I have my AirPods Max. Highly recommend these. Save a few pennies. Over a period of time, that's what I did, because they are not cheap, but the sound quality on them is phenomenal. This is a MacBook 14-inch. That fit in there easily. I will say this, though. It fit in the bag just fine. If you're going to be tossing this bag around, I don't know if I'd put something in there like this. It doesn't have all the padding in the world. It does have a padded sleeve divider here and a padding back. So the other thing that's in here is my iPad mini. It will fit an 11-inch iPad Pro, no problem. I do have a 13-inch iPad for work, and it would not fit in there. It was just a little too tight. I mean, just barely by a hair would not fit. But you could put something like that in the 11-inch iPad. Obviously a mini. The MacBook and the 13 Pro will fit on the outer portion of this divider here. But you just don't get all the padding that I would personally like to have with those devices. I got my Osmo Pocket 3. I'm slowly learning how to use that. It's quite a bit of a learning curve for me. Anchor battery pack with the actual watch charger, which is great. I'll do a review on that later on. And we got an inside. So here's kind of your inside shot there. Very large compartment. You can fit, like I said, for hiking stuff, you can fit a ton of stuff in here. Ton of stuff. It does have one more inside zip pocket, you can see there. And this is also quite large. In here, I have just some small random things. Another pin, quick charge multi-cable, spare contacts, and I think that's about it. But yeah, that's really it in a nutshell. You know, one take. So sorry about bumping the camera, and sorry about the other parts there. Really like this bag. This is probably quickly gonna climb the ranks of my top 10 bags that I have, and so give it a whirl. Check it out further on the internet. Hopefully this review helps you quite a bit. This would be definitely for somebody for just a quick day hike, for a decent loadout with bringing definitely enough items as well as plenty of water. This is also, in my opinion, a pretty cool, I don't want to call it a tech bag, but a pretty cool bag where you can fit a lot of your stuff in there conveniently and have quick access to what you need and have more room in case you come across something out on your day where you need to, you know, fill this up further. So, AKA spend money you probably don't need to. But, all right, we will see you guys all later, and I appreciate, again, the likes and the subscribes to this channel. It is important to us. The motto of this channel is Garrett Gives Back. This is for my son, Garrett Clark, and so forever in our memories and forever in our heart, and this channel is hopefully a way that we can give back in his name to kids his age and people in the community that are in need of help. All right, we'll talk to you later.